Hello, collective, and welcome to my channel, New Body. I am Latriviette, and I will be doing a general reading for the collective audience today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber of mine, welcome back. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to hit the like button, though it does help out the channel. Just want to remind folks, use your discernment when watching tarot. This is a collective reading. Not everything in the reading will pertain to you. Maybe nothing pertains to you. Take what applies. Let the rest fly. Take responsibility for your own health and well-being, people. So I'm going to ring my singing bowl now, clear my energy, raise my vibration so that I'm able to get a clear and accurate message for you and for me. Here we go. All right, let's get into it. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you when you receive this message. So the overall energy for this reading is Compass and Sad Embrace, and they are in the reverse. Someone's not in alignment. Compass talks about being in alignment, following your inner guide, your intuition. Someone's not in alignment. Sad Embrace talks about confusion, suffering, loss. Someone could be going through a loss right now. It's card number 45. 45 reduces to 9. It's in the reverse, though. 9 is about things coming to fruition. So someone could be suffering a loss because something did not come to fruition for them. It says, are you suffering over your suffering? Trials and tribulations build character, which is its own gift. Find something to be grateful for and take responsibility for your part in all matters. So that's Sad Embrace in the reverse. It says loss is a part of life. Let go and allow time to heal. So someone doesn't have direction. Someone doesn't have direction, nor do they know how to heal or where to go to heal, how to heal, what to do to heal, that kind of thing. Let's get into this. Let's get into this energy, find out what's going on. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this energy as it relates to the collective, please, and thank you. What do we need to know about this energy? Someone feels stuck. Someone feels alone, abandoned, betrayed, like they can't move forward. Got Divine Feminine out here. Divine Feminine is in her North Node in alignment. Got Boss, Earth Angel, and Imprisonment. Divine Feminine is feminine energy who's done the work in her North Node. Boss came out again. So either Divine Feminine is Boss Lady. She in her bag, out the mess, minding her business, drinking her water. Or she's being linked to a boss man who could be a CEO or entrepreneur, businessman. He's in the upright, so. Okay, we got a mature woman out here. Mature woman, and this energy, this mature woman is about age. So she could be 40 and up, depends on how you look at it, because to a 20-year-old, mature woman is 40. And to a 20-year-old, to a 20-year-old, a mature woman could be, 40 and up. To a 40-year-old, a mature woman could be 60. So we're not talking about mature as in responsible and stuff like that. We're talking about mature as in older. So we got an older woman, a boss daddy, and a divine feminine. What's going on here? Somebody don't want to be the opps. Mature woman doesn't want to be the opps. Mature woman and a boss daddy don't want to be the opps. Coming against a divine feminine. Or mature woman coming against a divine feminine and a boss daddy. She don't want to be the opps anymore. There's a mature woman who is not doing well health-wise. Not in alignment. What did I say? Somebody's not doing well health-wise. They're not in alignment. If you study the chakras, you know that the chakras govern certain organs, systems, like the endocrine system, the lymphatic system, that sort of thing. And so if your chakras are out of alignment, it's definitely talking about being out of alignment and imbalanced health-wise. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anyone. I'm just letting you know what the energy is telling me. Somebody falsified a document. So you got falsified document here. It's in the reverse though. So that document has been reviewed, studied. And somebody found out that it was false. Confirmation. Somebody in trouble. This mature woman falsified the document. Now she knows she about to be in trouble. She don't want to be your opps anymore. Mature woman and a boss daddy falsified the document. They don't want to be your opps anymore. Falsify the document on a divine feminine. Somebody's out of alignment. That was compass. Compass is not following your inner guidance, your intuition. Somebody's getting a loss. With the sad embrace, they're feeling a loss of something. Let's get into it. Holy Spirit, what did they lose? Please and thank you. What did they lose? What do we need to know? Somebody's definitely stuck. They could be stuck because this false document has been reviewed and analyzed and discovered that it was falsified. Somebody going to prison. Chop wood. About to take action. That's what chop wood means. Somebody's about to take action. Observer. What did I tell you? Somebody reviewed this false document. So observer talks about looking at something from far away, being able to see things that the naked eye can't see. They got that third eye on it. They observing it. It's card number 49. Someone could be born in 1994. Somebody observed the divine feminine. They saw something either they didn't see before or they saw something different. Maybe someone said something about the divine feminine. Maybe they lied on her. And somebody who was observing was like, well, no, that's not what I observed. That's not what I see. Nine and 4 is 13. 13 reduces to 4. 4 is about structure and stability. So maybe someone was observing the structure and stability of this divine feminine, and they found out this document was fake. And we're like, wait a minute, that's not what the document said. That's not how she living. The garden and the gate. The garden and the gate is in the reverse. It's card number 30. 30 reduces to 3. It's in the reverse though. There's a group of people who's trying to get some abundance. There could be a boss daddy who was observing this divine feminine in her abundance and how she was living. Something didn't add up. This boss daddy found out. But whatever the case, this group of people, they don't have the key. See, there's a key around this little girl's neck. key around the little girl's neck. It's in the reverse. They don't have the key. They can't get into the gate. The little girl in the upright, she can get into the gate whenever she wants. She's not blocked out. She's just observing. Observer. She's just observing the beauty that is beyond the gate. Somebody don't have the key. Literally, somebody don't have the key. Somebody could be getting kicked out of a home, getting the keys taken away. Wow. Strategy. Group of people try to strategize against this divine feminine. Strategy didn't work. Mature woman try to strategize against this divine feminine. Strategies in the reverse. She try to strategize to get this, because the garden gate is about abundance. If you see over the gate, it's all that lush greenery and flowers and sunshine. Little girl with the key can go through the gate whenever she wants because she got the key. She's just observing and listening to the birds and the bees and the butterflies around her. But somebody was strategizing. Strategy is card number 21. 21 reduces to 3. It's in the reverse though. Groups. So there was a group of people trying to strategize how to get this abundance, prosperity. But they were being watched. They didn't know they was being watched. Now you know. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Wow. No place like home. It's in the reverse. What I tell you, somebody about to lose a home. No place like home in the upright is usually about someone feeling comfortable in their skin. But this right here, this gives me already energy. Somebody about to lose a home. It's card number 50. Someone could be born in May. That's Taurus and Gemini energy. 50 reduces to 5. It's in the reverse though. 5 is about change. That's not going to change. They got to go. Somebody's trying to get a strategy together so they don't have to leave this home. Trying to get a group of people to help them out, but they're being watched. They're being watched from a distance. That gives me alphabet boys, alphabet girls. What's up? Gives me alphabet boys because they don't sit with you and watch you and let you know that they FBI, CIA, NSA, ABC, and all them other acronyms. They watch you from a distance. They watch your moves. Yeah. Somebody was being watched and they didn't know it. They're about to lose a house. They brought a lot of attention to themselves trying to come for the divine feminine. In doing so, the divine feminine was being watched too, but she didn't have nothing to be watched about because she ain't do nothing. She ain't do nothing. She ain't doing nothing. So watch on is what the divine feminine said. So everybody was being watched. Everybody didn't know they was being watched. Somebody falsified some documents, and so they had to look at the divine feminine, right? And then when they discovered, wait a minute, that something don't add up. I'm watching the divine feminine, and I'm looking at these documents, and I'm looking at the divine feminine in her life and what she got going on and what these documents say. Something don't add up. Math ain't mathing. It's time to go. Come on now. You got no place like home, and it's time to go. Somebody got to leave a house. They got to leave the house. They're trying to hold on to this house. Maybe there's some documents that was falsified regarding this home. We got change in the wind at the bottom of the deck. There's a house on that zebra. That zebra is moving. Somebody could be moving into their new home. Let's get some zodiacs out here. See what's going on. Who's in the zodiac? Holy Spirit, what's zodiacs in this energy, please and thank you. We got Aquarius. Who else is that? Pisces and Capricorn. Aquarius, Pisces, and Capricorn. You could be one of these signs. You could be none of these signs. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about this energy as it relates to the collective, please and thank you. So we could have a boss daddy and mature woman falsifying some documents. They don't want to be your ops anymore because, well, first of all, they're not doing well health wise. So either the mature woman is not doing well health wise, and the boss daddy's not doing well health wise, or just a mature woman. But whatever the case, somebody's ill, very ill, and they don't want to be your ops anymore. They don't want to fight anymore. Shadow. We got shadow out here. Somebody's facing their shadow side. Shadow is the moon card in traditional tarot. Shadow, the moon card in traditional tarot talks about secrets, things hidden, things you don't know about. Shadow, or the moon card, falls upon observer. Somebody didn't know that they was being observed. Watch carefully. Yes, card number 18. 18 reduces to 9. 9 is about cycles ending. Cycles ending. Confirmation. Somebody was being watched and they didn't know they was being watched. Things that were hidden is about to come to light. It's going to give you the world. It's completion. Cycle has completed. Done. Finito. Because these things are about to come to light. It's about to end the cycle. It's been going on for too long. You completed the cycle, collective. Congratulations. About to be rewarded. The universe card is the universe card. I mean, it's traditionally the world card in traditional tarot, but feels like universe is bigger than the world, so we're just gonna leave it at the universe card. But both cards mean completion, done, the end of a karmic lesson, end of a karmic cycle, or end of a cycle. Positive movement forward because you completed that cycle. What I say before the card came out, before I even laid it down, I said somebody faced their shadow. You did the work, collective. It's card number 8. 8 is about manifestation, bringing things to existence, taking action, accomplishments. You're moving forward. You're being blessed. The universe is giving you whatever you desire, your heart's desire. Fulfillment of wishes. Come on now. Come on now. Somebody's moving. Collective, you could be moving. You could be moving into this house that somebody's moving out of. It's card number 9. Things coming to fruition. Wisdom. Card number 5. Change. Time to go. Wisdom falls upon time to go. Wisdom is the Hierophant card in traditional tarot. You learn something, collective. You learn something along the way through all of the challenges. Sacred Embrace talks about trials and tribulations. It's in the reverse because you're not experiencing the sad embrace anymore. You have healed from that and you have moved on, or you are healing from that enough that you are moving on, where it's you learn from the lessons. Hierophant card talks about higher education, religious factors such as like churches or secret societies, communities, or secret communities, that kind of thing. But in this instance, I feel like it's talking about the wisdom that you've gained from facing your shadow. Changes are coming in. I feel like 5 is also conflict, challenges, and chaos, but you gain wisdom from that conflict, chaos, and challenges. Holy Spirit, what else do we need to know? Sorry about that. What else do we need to know as it relates to the collective, please and thank you? Mindful groupthink. Mindful groupthink falls upon shadow. Shadow, which is the moon card in traditional tarot, which is about things hidden, things not being seen. Somebody observed. It could be this boss daddy that observed a group of people, how they think, how they were acting. It's card number 40. 40 is about structure and stability. There was something hidden about your structure and stability, collective, or there was something hidden about a structure and stability. What did I say about a home? Somebody falsified some documents to cover up a home, to acquire a home, something to do with the home, but they got to move out this home. They have to move out this home. It's a group of people who trying to could have been this mature woman who don't want to be your ops anymore, who solicited a group of people to help her keep this home or to help her hide the home, whatever the case may be. But she got to move. She got to move. She got to go. Time to go. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Overwhelm and plenty is usually about an abundance. Abundance, overflow, or how do you say this? Overflow of abundance. Overflow. Abundance, if you look at it in the dictionary, abundance means more of. So usually when people say, oh, I want abundance, abundance of what? The universe is like, what? If you're sitting in lack, abundance gives you more, the universe gives you more lack, because that's what you asked for. But if you say I want abundance of wealth and prosperity, then the universe says, oh, now you're more specific. Now we need to work some things out. You say you want abundance of love and peace and harmony. That's different. But if you're sitting in hatred and anger and you say, I want abundance, that's what you gonna get. Abundance of hatred and anger. So this group of people, they're feeling overwhelmed right now. They're feeling overwhelmed because they can't get to the garden and the gate where the abundance flows. They're trying to get this abundance. Abundance of wealth and prosperity was beyond that gate. Abundance of blessings was beyond that gate. But it wasn't their blessings to get. Little girl holding the key, that's her abundance. She's the key holder. Card number 43. 43 reduces to 7. 7 is about reflection and introspection. They're thinking about the things that they did, how they tried to strategize to get to this garden in the gate, how they tried to get to the abundance that didn't belong to them. They're overwhelmed. Choices and consequences. Feast of plenty. So you got feast of plenty, overwhelm, and plenty for a group. They're trying to get an abundance. And for a group of people to go after an abundance of wealth and prosperity had to be a lot. Because I can't see. A group could be, 1 is single, 2 is couple, 3 is few, 4 is some. I'm saying at least a good 5 or more going after this abundance and prosperity. Abundance of prosperity, wealth and prosperity. But they got some consequences coming to them. It's card number 20. 20 is about, 20 reduces to 2. Balance, harmony, choices. Choices. It says choices and consequences. They made a choice to go after the garden and the gate. Now they're reflecting upon the choices that they made because they're starting to get the consequences of their actions and they're feeling overwhelmed. It's not resonating with them. It's not resonating with them at all. You got resonating in the reverse. So you got several cards out here in the bluish color. Whale song resonating is definitely a water card. It could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios in the reverse though. So it's a karmic group of people. But they're in their emotions. They're in their emotions because one, they're overwhelmed about the consequences of their actions for trying to go after this garden and the gate. This third row is yours, collective. You faced your shadows. You completed the cycle. You're about to get wish fulfillment because you picked up some knowledge along the way. This fourth row here though, whale song is like you ever hear a whale cry? That's what this is. It's card number 61. 61 reduces to 7. It's in the reverse though. 7 is about reflection, introspection. They did something impulsively. It's in the reverse. They didn't think about what they were doing before they were doing it or what they were doing. They didn't think about their actions and their consequences. They saw the end result, or they not the end result, because if they saw the end result, they wouldn't have done that. Their end goal or their outcome, what they were striving for is what they were focused on, not the consequences of, hey, what if this doesn't work? They didn't take into account, collective, that you would face your shadows, that you would even complete the cycle, that you would gain wisdom on what to do, how to do, when to do, and where to do it. They didn't take that into consideration. They didn't think that you would even, to be honest, they didn't think you were bright. I'm going to just be honest with you. They didn't think you were bright at all. They didn't think you would catch up. For some of you, this has been going on for a long time. This mature woman, she ain't a spring chicken. She's a mature, older woman who's been doing this a long time. She's been doing this long enough that the universe, the Most High, Allah, Vishnu, Buddha, whoever you feel like calling on, said enough. Delays, the delays that were placed in your life, collectives, gave you enough time to gain this wisdom. They didn't anticipate that. They placed delays in your life so that you couldn't do this, so that you couldn't go here, so that you didn't do that, so you couldn't go there. And that was fine because it gave you some time to face your shadows. What's the word? Face your trauma. Gain the wisdom that you needed to gain to clear this karmic lesson and karmic debt and move on. Now you're being blessed. Unmarked trail, revelation. This group is now having a revelation about who you are and the wisdom that you gain. It's card number 57. Someone can be born in 1975. Someone can be 57. 57 reduces to 12. 12 reduces to 3. 3 is about growth and mastery. Falls upon wisdom, which is the Hierophant card. You learned some things. And they were shocked and appalled. What? She learned? The divine feminine learned? Well, who did that? Who let that happen? I thought you was taking care of that. She wasn't supposed to learn anything. We didn't teach her that. Well, how did she learn that? Yeah, let's get the tea. Because now they're feeling, either feeling, because you got sad embrace in the reverse, feeling the consequences of their actions, or they're starting to get the consequences. Holy Spirit, what's the tea on this situation here? Please and thank you. What do we need to know? milking it dry, takes or uses up everything from you or situation. They were using you like a battery collector. This whole group was using you like a battery. And the Most High, the universe, you came here to do a mission. You are the divine feminine. You don't get to be the divine feminine just by rolling out of bed. You had to do some work. And the Most High, the universe, whoever you call upon, said enough. Some of you were put on the fast track. You had to go to summer school. You had to learn that real quick, so we can close out the cycle, so we can move on. Some of you were on the path, off the path, on the path, off the path. Most High said, enough! Get your butt back on the path. Because these people were going to milk you dry until there was nothing left. Having faith, letting go, trusting in God, whatever happens, happens. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get on it. I trust the universe, I trust the Most High. And you got on your path. Whatever happened, however traumatic it was for you, it was to wake you up. Some of you got awakened a little early because things were about to get rough or rougher. Others of you, there were some things that you had to go through to see if it would awaken you by yourself. To see if you'd be like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I don't want to do this. This is too much. What do I need to do to get off this roller coaster? And you asked and you prayed and you cried and you know, kicked and screamed and cussed a few folks out. And then you're like, okay, what I got to do? What I got to do to get off this roller coaster here? You learn some things. You gain some wisdom. Somebody's feeling like you are cold-blooded now. You're like, oh, wow, she done cut us off. Emotionally distant. Oh, snap, she done changed. Because you have faith. You did what you're supposed to do. And it's not so much about cutting folks off, because you did do that, as it was you saw who was around you, who was in your environment, who was doing what to you, who was saying what about you. And so why wouldn't you be cold-blooded? It also talks about somebody being a snake around you. So again, you had to go through this to see what was going on in your environment. And who says sitting on a pedestal. Somebody thought you was too perfect. They wanted to knock you down a few pegs. Oh no, this divine feminine. Who said she was the divine feminine? Oh, I'm the divine feminine. I'm gonna have to show her that I am the real. I feel like this mature woman was in competition with this divine feminine who probably had no idea about anyone or anything and was minding her business. But this mature woman gives off the energy of a bitter old lady who missed her calling. And so she don't want the divine feminine to get her calling either. Somebody about to get locked up. What did I say? Locked up. They won't let you out. Someone's in mental anguish. About to get some prison time. Not jail time. Jail is that 60 months, 30 months. Fed time, prison time. They're about to do some years. And if this old lady is already old, so say about 70s, she going to jail. She going to prison. They don't care about how old you are. They don't care that you're sick. They're getting that prison infirmary. That's the best medical care you gonna get. Spiritual charlatan. A fraud. Bogus healer. Con artist. Spiritual fraudster. Inauthentic. So somebody in this group or the group were fake healers. Telling people that they can heal them and cure them and all these other things. And people like, well, I want my money back because I'm not healed and you didn't help me. Yeah, they're fake spiritualists. So collective, if you are a spiritualist or whatever it is you do for work or do for side hustle, and there's a mature woman in your life who's giving you the blues, harassing you, stalking you, this mature woman was trying to be you. Anything that you were doing, this mature woman wanted to do and do it better. Oh, she flipping cards? Oh, I can flip cards too. It's not but a thing. Some people can flip cards and it's not even their calling. And other people can flip cards and it is their calling. And some people can flip cards without having to flip the cards. Obstacles. These people got some obstacles that they are trying to run from. Said bumps in the road. Learning from your mistakes. That's why they don't want to be the opps anymore. The opps is in the reverse. They don't want to be the opps anymore, not because they learned from the mistakes. They don't want to be the opps anymore because they got some unwanted eyes upon them. They call too much attention to themselves, trying to have attention being called to you by the alphabet boys. We got a lot of obstacles. You got new beginnings though, collective. You have new beginnings because of all that you went through, accepting the changes that might bring good things to you. They threw a lot of obstacles in your way. And for some of you, it's been years. You didn't even know that somebody else was doing it. You like, oh, damn, well, what happened now? They were the result of other people putting obstacles in your way. They don't want you to be great, collective. They don't want you to be who you were designed to be. They got behavioral issues. They're hostile and antisocial now because they're trying to figure things out. Trying to still get a strategy together to get into your garden in the gate, and they're not able to do so. They need to get their affairs in order. Start making plans. They got a whole poop storm going on around them, but they're still trying to attack you and still trying to steal from you and still trying to do whatever it is that they're trying to do to you when somebody got to move. They need to call the movers. They need to tell the movers where to move their stuff. Some people got illnesses. They need to get that in order. It's not going to heal itself. And you got fake healers out here. So who they healing? They can't even heal themselves. Unresponsive. So they might be trying to call you, collective. Unresponsive talks about sending texts and phone calls and you not picking up. Messages left unread. They're like, well, why the divine feminine don't want to talk to me? Wonder why. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Just a few more. Get a closing message. Stealth light. So they could be stalking you still, but not trying to hide. You know, stealth is like you can't really see them, but you know that they're there. You can't really feel them, but you know that they're there. So it's take actions and steps towards something bigger without announcing it. So you're being asked to move in silence because they're still stalking you. They're still watching you. They're watching you and somebody's watching them. Ripple effect. One event produces other effects. So that's what we have here, because in the grand scheme of things, they were trying to do some things to you to get you hemmed up, to get you sick, to get you taken out. Whatever it is specifically they were trying to do to you, they did to themselves. Ripple effect. Because we're all connected. So they're not liking these effects that are occurring in their lives because they didn't anticipate them happening to themselves. Somebody made false reports on you, collective. Falsified some documents, made some false reports on you, whatever the case may be, but they wanted the FBI or the CIA or the NSA or whoever the A's to look into you, which they did. And they didn't find anything because there was nothing to find because you didn't do anything. And then they said, well, let's look into these people who keep making these reports, who keep falsifying these documents, or who turned in these documents. Let's look at these people. Somebody's a cyber bully. They could be harassing your social media, harassing your online business, just harassing you online, but they won't show their face because they're behind fake accounts, attacking you through words or posts. Cancel culture. So they're trying to get you canceled, collective, because they don't want you to be great. Coronation Day. Trying to get you canceled, but you still glowing up anyways. All right, let's end this. Holy Spirit, what's a closing out message? Positive movement forward, please, and thank you. Willpower and justice. Willpower and justice. You are going to get justice, collective. You are just definitely going to get that. Your willpower, or your sacral, not your sacral, your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra is about control. How you control yourself. Control of self, control of others. Are you a control freak, or do you let people control you? But this is about being well balanced, and you're about to get justice because you didn't crash out. You didn't attack people who were attacking you, and you could have. Hell, some of you didn't even know who was attacking you, but the ones who knew who was attacking them did not do so. They said, okay, I see how you move. I see what you did there. I heard what you said. And then you moved accordingly. You disconnected from them. It is what it is. So you're about to get justice, though, because somebody was watching the watcher. Whoop! Come on now. So we got 960. Angel number 960 says, admit when you're wrong, own it. Your angels are signaling that you need to take some time today to recognize how you act when you made a mistake, or when you make a mistake. When you have done something and not taken full accountability for it, when have you done something that you have not taken accountability for it? Contemplate this and realize that acknowledgement is the biggest step here. Everybody makes a mistake. Own it. Own it. Acknowledge it. Recognize it. Heal it. Move on. No reason to dwell upon it. But you have people in the karmic energy who have not mastered self, who have not done their own healing work. Be like, oh, you remember back in high school when you did this, this, and this? Or you remember, when we was growing up and you did this and this? Clearly they are holding on to that. Oh yeah, I remember. Well, what's up? Well, you hurt my feelings. I apologize. I apologize. Back in high school, I hurt your feelings for X, Y, and Z. Can we move on? Well, that. People like that don't want to move on. They want to hold on to that anger, that resentment, but that's not you, and that's not your personality. That is not your makeup. You apologize. You moved on. There's nothing else you can do. All right. So that is your message, and I thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.